What the hell is going on here? Cameron sues J. Cole. All right. It says Cameron sues J. Cole over Ready 24. Rappers are taking their beefs from the studio to the courtroom these days. Cameron just sued J. Cole over their song Ready 24.
Is this the new way of dissing people? Here, let me pay a couple lawyers so that way I can disrespect this person for disrespecting me. Is this what we're doing now?
Yo, PopPulse fam, what's good? Welcome back to the channel where hip-hop's realest moments get put under the microscope. Before we jump into this wild lawsuit drama, hit that like button, drop a comment, and make sure you're subscribed so you never miss a reaction mix. Today, we're diving into Cameron vs. J. Cole. Yeah, you heard that right. The Ready 24 collaboration that turned into a courtroom clash. Let's see how YouTube's top reactors broke this down. It all started when TMZ confirmed Cameron filed a lawsuit against J. Cole, and every reactor had the same reaction. Wait, what?
Had to come tap in, and I would never predict that I would wake up today and see this come across the timeline that Cameron has hit J. Cole with a lawsuit for the track 2024.
What the hell is going on here? Cameron sues J. Cole. All right. It says Cameron sues J. Cole over Ready 24. Rappers are taking their beefs from the studio to the courtroom these days. Cameron just sued J. Cole over their song Ready 24.
Like, you have a successful album, they want to renegotiate right away. Don't just renegotiate, I'm good on that, boom, boom. And the longer I waited, the better my leverage played out for me.
Man, it's getting real nasty out there, you guys. The holidays are coming up and people need their money. It's now coming to a point where everybody is now deciding to settle their differences in court. You get a lawsuit. Nah, you get a lawsuit. Everybody gets a lawsuit.
Everybody and their mama gets a lawsuit. It's not just you. It's not just that person over there.
If you know, you know. I'm always on J. Cole's bumper. And when you allegedly do dirt, secret behind the scenes, you moving a little wacky, the chickens always come home to roost, baby. But you know what?
Rappers are taking their beefs from the studio to the courtroom these days. Cameron just sued J. Cole over their song Ready 24. In court docs obtained by TMZ, Cameron claims he wrote lyrics and dropped a verse on the song in exchange for Cole agreeing to collaborate with him on a future project, or at least appear on Cam's popular It Is What It Is podcast.
He is claiming that he co-wrote Cole's track Ready 24. The song is off of the Might Delete Later tape, and this is what it sounds like if you haven't heard it before.
I guarantee it, I put my stamp of fucking authenticity. What I could have been, I'ma do it now. I told my I just pulled your bitch with no lineup and cracks. Where I'm from.
Everybody in hip hop is getting a lawsuit. Is this how you settle differences now? It used to be creating disses. Then that got taken to court by Drake. Now Drake is back in court because he's been promoting gambling illegally. Online gambling.
Cameron just sued J. Cole over their song Ready 24. In court docs obtained by TMZ, Cameron claims he wrote lyrics and dropped a verse on the song in exchange for Cole's agreeing to collaborate with him on a future project or to at least appear on the Cam's popular show It Is What It Is podcast. Cam alleges that 2 years after the recording, J. Cole neglected to do everything. He got up out of there. I'm gonna tell you why he neglected most of the part. I'm gonna tell you why you did it in 2022, right? 2024, we go just talk about 2024 in a minute. Cam says Ready 24 was recorded back in 2022 and from July 2023 till April 2024.
Cam said J. Cole started to egg him after messaging him from 2023 until April 2024. So now his way to resolve things is to sue him and ask to be added as a co-writer on the song, okay, co-author on the song, and he estimated that the song Ready 24 made probably $500,000, okay? Now the Joe Budden podcast, they talking about the situation, and at first Joe's on Cam's side, but after thinking about it and talking about it with the cast, he leaned more towards Cole's side as far as saying that this is much more favorable for Cam.
Apparently Cameron is suing J. Cole.
CYT? What? CYS, I mean. For what?
Back last year when J. Cole dropped the Might Delete Later.
Okay.
He did the I'm Ready 2024 version.
Yeah.
Apparently there was an agreement made for Cam's contribution to that J. Cole would either contribute to a future project of his or appear on the It Is What It Is show.
Oh.
And he hasn't done either. So now Cam is suing, saying I haven't been fairly compensated for my contribution to that project.
Now the Ready song is on his Might Delete album that dropped last year in the midst of the Kendrick Lamar and Drake battle. You know, he took the song off that was going at Kendrick. We thought we was finna get the three-way showdown between all of them, but it got taken back. But he did have this track on here with Cameron, which is a remake of the Diplomatic Community album song Ready, and I most definitely used to jam that myself. And I do remember that clip in the beginning with them in the studio together. But now Cameron has issues with how the business was handled, saying that he wasn't properly compensated and saying that J. Cole has been giving him a runaround on things with it as well. And this is coming from TMZ. Rappers are taking their beats from the studio to the courtroom these days. Cameron just sued J. Cole over their song Ready 24. In court docs obtained by TMZ, Cameron claims he wrote lyrics and dropped a verse on the song in exchange for Cole agreeing to collaborate with him on a future project or at least appear on Cam's popular It Is What It Is podcast. Cam alleges that 2 years after the recording, J. Cole neglected to do either. Cam says Ready 24 was recorded back in 2022, and from July 2023 till April 2024, Cam says he continued to communicate with Cole, who repeatedly stated he was unavailable for the podcast. Cam also says the subsequent music collaboration between them never materialized, despite efforts by Cam to put it together. Cam says he hasn't been properly compensated and wants a judge to declare him co-author of Ready 24 and to order a full accounting of any money earned by the song so he can get his share.
Is this the new way of dissing people? Here, let me pay a couple lawyers so that way I can disrespect this person for disrespecting me. Is this what we're doing now? Is this what goes on in hip hop now? Has it become lawsuit central? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Why is this becoming acceptable?
Then came the details, money, promises, and paperwork. This wasn't just rap beef. Cam wanted $500,000 and credit as co-author.
Podcast. Cam alleges that 2 years after the recording, J. Cole neglected to do either. Cam says Ready 24 was recorded back in 2022, and from July 2023 till April 2024, Cam says he continued to communicate with Cole, who repeatedly stated he was unavailable for the podcast. Cam also says the subsequent music collaboration between them never materialized, despite efforts by Cam to put it together.
Cam says he hasn't been properly compensated and wants a judge to declare him co-author of Ready 24 and to order a full accounting of any money earned by the song,
so he can get his share, which he estimates to be in excess of $500K. We've reached out to J. Cole's rep for comment. So far, no word back.
You're not gonna get a word back from Cole's camp. Cole's out there somewhere in Tafiti. Cameron, I'll say this: if you had a window from 2022 to 2023 to reach out to Cole, that was your window right here. This right here, this 2022 era to 2023, that was your freaking window, Cam. Get this out my face. That right there was your window. Huh? This was your last chance to try to get Cole to get on your show. This was your last chance to try to get Cole to freaking collab with you to make some decent music. This is before July 2023 was before First Person Shooter. First Person Shooter came out in October of 2023. So right here, the 2022-23 part is your last chance. Now you know goddamn well.
A writer on the song because I checked. So he wants to be added as a co-author to the song, and he's seeking $500K from J. Cole. Period. Because now when the mixtape dropped, Ready 24 did peak at number 38 on the Hot 100. So the song was making some kind of money, I'm guessing, right? But Cameron isn't wrong. He's not wrong. But why wouldn't you just go and do the interview and get it and be done with it? We know why. Cole does not want to talk about the beef. Why couldn't you just give him a feature or something then, since you ain't want to get on the podcast? This is all so interestingly funny that J. Cole is ducking that smoke. See, Cameron was like, oh, okay, perfect. See, when he gave him the verse, he had no idea all of this was going to unfold. But then he was probably like, yeah, we're going to get the exclusive. We're going to get J. Cole's first interview. J. Cole don't want to talk to nobody, okay? He don't want nobody asking him about this beef.
Now, not everyone took Cam's side. Some reactors think Cole just stayed low-key after the Kendrick feud. Not shady, just tired of the drama.
All right, so I told y'all before, like, how I perceive the situation to be, man. I think Cam has no concern for no damn rap verse right now, as far as the swap back and forth. He want the interview. He want him to come on that platform, and based on the dates, as soon as the apology hit, J. Cole stopped responding to him based on what Cam was saying. So Cole was like, man, I'm not finna come up there and talk about that shit. The rap beef and all this stuff that's going on, nah, I'm gonna be quiet and let things blow over. And Cam must have been reaching out, Cole not reaching back or whatever because of that reason. Then he probably stopped reaching out, and this is probably the way to resolve it. I don't know. That's my speculation as I think about this situation.
I created on this piece of work, and really, I'm really going after the label too at the same time, because they gonna have to cut that check for the profits that was made on that song, if I'm not mistaken. But the communication is on J. Cole with that. I gotta see how all the facts play out. I'm pretty sure Cameron will explain it on the Is What It Is. And now I already know how this is finna go. People finna start comparing this to the Drake lawsuit. Completely two different things. Me personally, I would take this probably on the chin, like, hey bro, dawg, you really did something foul. You really ain't keep it solid with me, J. Cole. If it really went down like that, I don't know for sure, but I might be like, hey bro, man, you ain't keep it solid with me, nigga. Like, you really just finessed me, and you had an idea that you wanted to create, and you kind of just ran off. Why you tell me this, you tell me that. People do that all the time in the game. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of this situation here. But it's like, hey, if you're going to run off on me like that, just keep it 100. You understand what I'm saying? Keep it 100.
It looks like J. Cole just didn't come through. J. Cole did not come through on what he promised. And when I first saw the headline, like, I laughed so hard. I said, like, this could have been resolved with a quick phone call, excuse me. But after reading the details, it's clear that Cam did try to resolve this over a phone call, through email. Apparently from July 2023 through April 2024, he reportedly reached out to Cole, his management, several times, invited him to the podcast several times, and J. Cole just didn't respond, or J. Cole kept saying that he's unavailable to either lay down a record or visit the podcast. And that's when I realized, like, we all know Cam for being petty, but this isn't about Cam being petty. This is about principle.
What are the funniest takes? Koala T jokes that this is 2024 hip-hop justice. No beef, just briefs.
You bet not freaking not get on my show, or you bet not give me a verse. I'm about to sue your ass. There's no more of this freaking the hood rules. The hood rules is out. All that hood stuff is out. It's too many cameras. It's too many cameras. I see now. All them cameras that be going on, y'all be talking about how y'all do all this killing and shooting and robbing and this mass surveillance all the time. I'm not. If I get caught, I'm snitching. If I get caught by one of these cameras, I'm snitching. People out here, that's all the gangsters, all the riders, all the hustlers, all the dealers is snitching and they suing. This is the new era. This is that old shit you was getting away with in the 1990s and the 1980s without those phones in your pocket. This is a new era. There's cameras everywhere. I'm suing everything and I'm snitching on everybody. I don't care what I say in my raps and what I said in my raps in the past. I'm suing them. You gotta sue this dude, Cam.
Lawsuits are not personal most times. Cam is following business protocols. You got a point. But in hip hop, you know what's so crazy? I think lawsuits go down all the time. Drake is not the first one, so I don't want people running with that narrative. Let's put this in perspective. Chuck D sued DJ Premier for the 10 Crack Commandments. Remember that. Look it up. Remember the sample? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is the 10 Crack Commandments. What? Premier got sued. I don't know who else was in the lawsuit. But it may have been Premier, may have been Biggie, may have been Bad Boy and Diddy and all that. Yeah, this is way over 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So lawsuits been going down. You just don't hear about it. So I don't want people running with the Drake narrative. Drake probably is like way down the list. May been the first one, suing in terms of hip hop battle, but niggas been suing niggas. Yeah, I mean it's different, but you got to understand when it come to business, because Universal had a crazy bag for Drake. I'm not making no excuses. And when after the battle happened and Drake got spanked by Kendrick, Drake lost a lot of stock. So then the money that he was supposed to get, I think it was upward to like 500 million for his new deal. The shit wasn't the same number.
Every reactor closed out with the same thought. This moment is bigger than a verse. It's about respect, trust, and doing real business in 2025's hip-hop world.
But I don't blame Cameron. I do not blame Cameron, but this is also why you still have to have your paperwork in order, regardless of any agreements, regardless of have your paperwork in order, because you never know. Somebody could end up saying, I never said that. And then also, like I said, somebody's getting paid from these samples. So is Cameron getting some kind of check from the sample from the Diplomat song? Maybe I don't know. But still, he's not listed as a writer on the song. So that still needs to be handled. J. Cole, it's okay. Go do the interview. Yes, they're going to ask you about the beef. Keep it a bean. Like, let them know what happened, why you had to delete the song. Let them know that Schoolboy Q told you. Get out of the way. Okay.
I'm pretty sure in the midst of that battle, he didn't want to do no interviews because everybody, including myself, was like, hey, nigga, why you ain't go at Kendrick, nigga? So he probably didn't want to talk about that at that time. We just got to wait and see how everything play out. Hey, some people on their time where business is business. This ain't the same thing with Drake. They was in a battle. Drake asked the battle. Drake told the nigga to drop. Drake lost the battle and turned it into some whole other stuff and made it be this and that, and then the lawsuit got thrown out. So don't even start that conversation on here. I know y'all gonna do it anyways, but Diplomatic Immunity, that was a classic, dog. And 2, I rocked with 2 as well, man. That Diplomatic Immunity 2 went crazy. I used to jam both of them every single day, nigga.
It's a little deeper than just 2 records going head to head, pause. You know what I'm saying? Like it's big business when it comes to this hip hop music and everything behind it. Because what y'all don't know, don't think your favorite artists don't be having, like those type of artists, they be having millions of dollars behind them. Whether it's a battle rap record, whether it's an album, it's millions of dollars of marketing and promo goes behind all this.
But yeah, that would be a big deal for Cam if he was able to get that interview. Only thing Cole did last year after releasing a couple tracks was put out his podcast, all right? So that's what's going on with that situation right there.
Man, from I'm ready to I'm suing, this hip-hop timeline just keeps getting crazier. Shout out to all the amazing reactors, Brook England TV to Urban Politician TV, MECT TV, Koala T, Monie, Yung Stacy, and the rest of the culture, keeping these discussions alive. Drop your thoughts below. Was Cam right to take Cole to court, or did friendship get lost in business? Till next time, PopPulse fam, stay tuned, stay locked, and always keep it real.